there, fellow humans. I'm back with another Project Life process video, and this is from 2020, and it's mostly using the Citrus Twist August 2020 Documenter or Life Crafted kit, which I think the title of the kit was True Stories. And this is one of my absolute favorite kits that they came out with back when they were still doing them monthly. I just love, the patterns and the colors and the color palette just in general. I just adore it. And so these photos, the spread is mostly just documenting my cousin's wedding, or rather just the photos that my family and I took after the wedding during the reception. We were all, excited to see each other, and so we took a bunch of goofy, happy photos together, which I was super excited about. And so this first card is a blue polka dot that is from my stash. It's not from the Citrus Twist kit itself. And then I backed up my photo onto a nice wood grain, and I just grabbed some of my favorite black thickers, which are the Wonder thickers. That's the name of the item itself. And so I'm spelling out siblings, or sibling, actually. I didn't want to use too many S's, and so I spell out sibling. And then I grab this little ephemera bit that says love to kind of spell out this title, Sibling Love. And then I'm auditioning little other tickets to kind of back up behind that love ticket. And I decide on this kind of light pink coral one. And so I'm just adhering those down with my ATG. And then I'm going to dig through the stickers that I've kind of picked out. And I believe I go for a couple birds. Yeah, birds from this sticker sheet, which I think is an Amy Tangerine one. And there you see I'm, kind of deciding what I want to do. And so I grab this green and yellow bird up there. And then I go ahead and grab another one to kind of put this pink and red one at the front to kind of balance out the colors. And then moving on, this is a picture of my mom. She hates having her photo taken, but at this particular occasion, I was taking a lot of photos and a lot of videos because she and my siblings were goofing off. They like to try and make each other laugh, and my mom has a great laugh. And so I took a couple photos of her, and this one I put this little journaling spot here so that I could write a little bit about her. And I'm going through looking at some of these hearts. I put down this dark wood grain one, and then I go through this crepe paper thickers sheet, trying to decide if I want to put any of these on here. And I look at that little pink banner that says today, and I decide against it, and then I'm twiddling my thumbs trying to decide what to do. And so I think I put that card aside for now. And then moving on to this one, this kind of collage card is from the Citrus Twist kit. It's one of my favorite ones in the collection, so one of my favorite cards of all time. And this is just a picture of my husband and I adhere this little blue banner that says love keeps us together. And then I'm looking through these stickers again, and I grab a couple of hearts, grab a pink one, and then I grab an orange one. And I think that's all I do with that card for now. And then I'm going back to that card with my mom, and I decide to grab this laugh word, which is from this thicker set from, I think it's from the Maggie Holmes Sunny Days collection. And then I want to put together or some other kind of word underneath. And so I think about this yellow one, but I don't like the way it clashes with the yellow on the journaling spot. So I'm looking through my thickers here, and I pull out this tiny one, think about it, but then I decided that the white would blend in too much with the background of the card. And so I'm going to think about it some more. And I decided to go with this pink alpha, which is this little foam one, which is from an earlier Citrus Twist kit. And then I'm trying to decide what I'm going to spell out. Thinking hard. And I decide on together. And I'm a little out of frame there. Sorry about that. Still working on it. This was actually a video that I took quite a while ago before I had the equipment that I have now. But I thought I'd put it up because it's a spread that I really end up liking a lot. And so I'm spelling out together. Just believe me, even though you can't see it, that's what I'm writing. And so, just to talk a little bit more about what was happening, this was in August. So it was the first time that my family had been together in a few months. And, it was before we had our vaccines, but it was just a small wedding with just family. And so we were excited to see each other. And, I never have an occasion to take a lot of photos of my siblings because most of the time it's either we're all spread out, we're all visiting different places, but it was nice to have everybody all together. And so there I am, just filling out the little journaling spot, talking about how happy I was to see my family and how we were all goofing off and taking photos while we waited to eat at the reception. Oh, because that's what was going on. We had to wait, like it was by table where we were going to get our food. And then I'm moving on to another one. This is, I'm sure my mom, if she watches this video, she'll be very mad at me for putting this up on the internet, but this is her making a goofy face. And she, hates having her photo taken, but I think that she's just one of the funniest people, and so I wanted to document these hilarious photos. And so I attached to that little pink journaling card that has the kind of the florals on it. And then here's another photo of my husband and I. We took a couple of great photos at this, at this wedding. And so we don't often take a lot of good photos together. We take a lot of selfies in the car, things where, I don't have makeup on or whatever. And so, I took advantage of the fact that we both looked great. And so I'm making this little journaling cluster here. I'm adhering down this little phrase sticker that says freaking amazing, and this little row of hearts. And then I believe I go for a silver star. Maybe I didn't put it down yet. And then now I'm moving on to the actual title card itself. And this is, again, that pink and white and kind of coral hot pink floral, which was such a beautiful card. I was super, super in love with this one. And so I decide that I'm going to put down this Celebrate, which is from the Crate Paper Hooray collection. And so I decided to start in the middle because I always mess up my titles if I start at the beginning. And so I put the B down, and then the R, and then it's going to say bra for a second. That's not the title of the card, obviously. But that's actually a neat little trick that I learned. Actually, I think my mom taught me that back in my school days when I was making posters. She taught me that when you're writing the title of the poster, start in the middle so that you end up spacing it out correctly. And so now I'm finishing up putting down the letters for Celebrate. And that's not going to be the entire title. I think I end up going for another word. You can see I'm thinking, grabbing back. Oh, and then I decide that I want to go with Summer, again from that Sunny Days thicker set. And so I'm kind of sticking that down, trying to decide where I want to put it. And it's not lined up at all, so I decide to go with the end, the mer first, and then line up some with it. And then I kind of want to look through, see if there's anything else I want to add to this card, because it still seems a little empty. So I'm digging through, and then I decide to go with this little blue turquoise leaf. And so I add a little bit of stickiness to the back of it. And then I think I have to end up trimming it a little bit. But now I'm going for the classic doodly border inspired by Adele from Inky Quill. She, is the inventor basically of the doodly border. And so I'm adding that on there just to kind of tie in that black color a little bit more, trying to tone down the floral pattern a little bit, I guess. And then I decided to do the same thing, add a bit of a doodly border to these little collage bits on this card. And so I do kind of a dashed line around a couple of them. And then I believe I add a little stitchy kind of thing to the top. And then I think I put some on the bottom too, just to kind of tie it in all together. And then I'll add journaling to that. I don't know if it's off camera or if it's in the end. But then I wanted to fill out this card that has the details of the day. This was, I believe it was from Citrus Twist. But I'm filling that out. I sped this way up because I'm sure you guys don't care about watching me put my handwriting down on this card. And so now I moved on to just putting all the cards in all together, just so you can get a closer glimpse of what the whole thing looks like. And that finishes up this process video. I'm going to show you a couple close-ups of the page, and go ahead and follow me on Instagram if you want to see more. And thank you so much for watching. See you next time.